Latent Power has been completely destroying the meta ever since Arc Temper Raid Down came out, and we got the new set for it, and the new 3-piece that gives us more attack power when we have it. But it is a bit of an annoying skill to use because you will have to be damaged a good amount or wait 2 minutes for the skill to trigger, even if it's very, very good. But is there any way to actually trigger it beforehand? Any way to make it even better for people to actually use? Well, in this video, we're gonna go through the ways of doing this. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning. And let's get into it. As we talked about before, Latent Power is great. It gives you 50% affinity, making it super easy to get to maximum amount of affinity to get 100% crit chance. It lasts for 2 minutes, but with Ray Douse Voltage, you can get up to 3 minutes and 30 seconds with the 4 sets. And you also get Lord Souls, which will give you more attack boost while having 3 pieces of Ray Down. But they were talking about Latent Power and how to make it appear faster. And there's a few ways of actually doing this. The first one is just to wait. You're gonna have to wait for 2 minutes for it to trigger, but this actually won't work until you actually fight and, well, hit the boss for the first time. After that, you will have to wait for 2 minutes for the boss, well, for you to actually trigger the actual buff. As soon as you get into the 2-minute mark, you're gonna see that Latent Power is gonna trigger. You're gonna see it right here, boom, Latent Power has been activated. But this takes for so long, so I tried something else. What if I use my Corruption Mantle to trigger? And it does trigger it. Your health will indeed get lower and lower, and once you actually get to a certain threshold, until the actor takes enough damage, Latent Power will indeed activate, as you're gonna see right here, right now. Boom, Latent Power has been activated. But of course, this kind of sucks because Corruption Mantle is something you want to use whenever you're actually doing a lot of damage, not in preparation to get the boss. So I tried something new. What if instead we damage ourselves with something else to trigger this ability? And what you can do, and this is a very interesting one, you can actually remove all of your armor, make yourself take more damage. So otherwise, you're not gonna take about as much damage, and then it's gonna take you bigger hits to actually get to the point you want to be at, and after a few hits, particularly 4 hits of this specific the training dummy, you're gonna get yourself enough health damage to you, so you get yourself Latent Power. You're gonna see right here the 4th one, and you're gonna see Latent Power, boom, activated. And then you can go into your equipment, switch back to the actual set you actually want to play with, which obviously should have indeed Latent Power, otherwise it's not gonna work. And the buff will still be there on your character. Isn't that cool? But of course, you're not gonna be able to do this in every situation, on every boss. So instead, what you can do is get yourself 2 mega bombs and explode them, then go to your camp, get 2 more bombs again, explode them once more, and then boom, you're gonna get yourself enough to get yourself Latent Power. Isn't that cool? I tried to use 2 mega barrel bombs and 2 large bombs, but it did not work. It has to be indeed 4 mega barrel bombs for it to work with you having no equipment. Otherwise, you will indeed not get enough to get yourself Latent Power. But this should make it so in any boss you actually want to fight, you can indeed go get yourself Latent Power before the fight actually happens, and then go with your Sacred and fight the boss. Of course, you can also just, get hit by the boss himself, which indeed will work, but you have the, you can be scared and actually end up dying for some reason, you might actually do too much damage, and honestly, better to get hit by yourself than failing to the boss. That's what I think, at least. So this is the way that I'm gonna end up playing the game, just hitting myself with huge barrels in order to get myself this beautiful buff that I so appreciate. And after that, after actually getting the buff, you're not gonna have to care about it anymore. At the end of the day, well, unless you faint, but like after the 2 minutes, after the duration of the entirety of Latent Power is finished, and the 2 minutes pass of the cooldown from Latent Power, it will instantly activate it as it takes 2 minutes, just the same amount of time as the cooldown to activate. So hopefully this helps you and you can get an advantage of using Latent Power whenever you actually want. Of course, whenever you actually faint, you're gonna have to trigger it again, sadly, whether that is by waiting for the 2 minutes or you taking damage or using the barrels again. But at that point, I would just, you know, if you faint, might as well just chill out and start over. I mean, not start over, but, you know, just if you get hit, you get hit and you get latent power. At that point, you're not going for a perfect run anyway, so. But it is your choice, and this is all the information that I have for you. So if there's anything that I missed, if there's any other ways to actually taking damage, I would love to hear them. Maybe there's something I missed and I'll have to re-upload this video, I guess. But I really, you know, I hope that this helps you. I hope you can actually use it for your own advantage in the game. And yeah, that's about it. Subscribe to the channel for more content of this. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning and destroy this new boss. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. And see you guys around. Love you all. Bye.